Hello everybody and welcome back to another brand new video here on my channel. So in today's video guys we are going to be discussing, just speculating about the second expansion that is coming for Forza Horizon 3. Obviously we know that the Forza DLC pack that just came out this week is not the second expansion confirmed by the developers of the game. So we're just going to be quickly talking about what we think it actually could be, what it probably won't be, and just a few of my personal opinions on the matters. But before we get into today's video guys, what we're going to do in today's video, as I said, is just discuss about the second expansion. I want you guys to comment down below what you think will actually be the second expansion and what you'd like to see come in to Forza Horizon 3 before the next game comes out. Now, with the launch of the Porsche car pack and the subsequent free Porsches coming through the Forzathon, opens the door wide open for many ideas as to what the second expansion for Horizon 3 could be. So this is just a few things of what it might be, and obviously what it won't be as well. So four things what it probably won't be. One of those is the Fast and Furious expansion. Now, I've seen a lot of speculation on this one. I've seen a lot of people message me on Twitter as well about this. But the ship has obviously sailed on this idea, in my personal opinion, as the movie is already out, Fast and Furious 8, or The Fate of the Furious. And it ties in that were cut for Forza Horizon 3, such as the Gurkha, the Escort, and the Fast and Furious branding. And it would be awkward in terms of how Playground Games would lay it out. It could be a standalone. If it has to be part of the expansion pass, then it'll be part of that. But if it isn't standalone, where would it take place? Because it doesn't really fit into the schematic of Forza Horizon 3 at all, especially since the Horizon 2 expansion came out way before the movie was released, which made more sense. The next one, I think it probably won't be, is a Volkswagen expansion. People have been sending me messages on this as well. If it's not a Porsche, what will be about Volkswagen, blah, blah, blah. So I've seen a lot of speculation about this one as well, since Porsche has already been dealt with, but again, I don't see it happening. The wording from the article where Volkswagen was confirmed to be absent just rings to me like they're not even coming at all, not even in DLC or anything in the game. There's also the point that work being done on the expansion would have been well underway by the time that dev build leaked. So if a Volkswagen expansion was actually to happen, we would have seen some evidence of it. Also, if they managed to secure Volkswagen for a DLC, which is highly unlikely, why would they make it an expansion? Just especially since the feedback they got towards the single manufacturer expansion previously was very bad. So couldn't they just do a car pack and Forzathons like they have with Porsche? It would make a lot more sense, since there is a lot less Volkswagens that Turn 10 have modelled versus the Porsches. So there's obviously there's obviously too much overlap with the main game for this to be a viable idea, because most of it's off-road anyway. Plus the IIRC, the rally expansion, while I enjoyed it, it didn't go too well sales-wise, so I definitely don't think they'll revisit that anytime soon anyway. The final thing I don't think it could be, guys, is an expansion with the map built on the current Horizon 3 map. Again, work on the expansion would have been well underway by the time that dev build got leaked, so we would have had information on that within the build, and surely if the map was to be expanded on, we would have found it out now through the dev build. As much as I would like it to happen, I just don't see it. Not when it's far easier resource-wise just to do a separate map, such as Blizzard Mountain. So that's all the things I don't think it might be. Now let's get on to the fun stuff of what it possibly could be. Now, first thing, a Hoonigan or Gymkhana style expansion. Why you're thinking it's a possibility? Well, because firstly, an Instagram post by Ken Block himself stated, "Quick day trip today to meet with the rad people at Forza Motorsport Official and talk about some projects that we have in the works." A few projects in the works. So this brings back to a leak a long time ago that got posted on Reddit all the way back in October. All of the YouTube videos of this recording and the actual podcast from it have all been deleted, but the info is of course still there. And it says, Corey Hosford from Street Standard confirmed his Nissan 240SX S14 The Boss will be in a future DLC car pack for Forza Horizon 3. So he also spoke on the three other cars included, which are Rob Parsons' Nissan 240SX S13 Chair Slayer, which has hand controls, Ken Block's 2016 Ford Focus RS Gymkhana car, and one of the RWB Porsches. So supposedly there was going to be a hooligan car pack with only 4 cars in it, but of course that hasn't turned out to be true, as the Gymkhana 9 focus was in Blizzard Mountain as the main vehicle, and we got the Rocket Bunny Boss S14 as body kit in the November car pack, and the RWB Porsche in the Porsche car pack. So although I do think there is something to take from this, there is the possibility of a hooligan expansion pack. It kind of makes sense with the whole Horizon 3 sponsorship of Gymkhana 9, and of course the unannounced projects that Ken Block announced to have this sort of expansion. So remember, a lot of Playground Games is made of ex-Codemasters staff who worked on the Dirt series, and more specifically Dirt 3, where Gymkhana featured as a race type, and a very popular one at that. Hoonicorn as the cover car, the map could be a bespoke Gymkhana playground with jumps, drift sections, and spin cycles, etc. But I'm not sure what kind of reaction this would get from the fans, but I personally think it would be a very nice possibility and a very good addition to Forza Horizon 3. The next one, guys, is a New Zealand or Tasmania expansion. So these two locations obviously make sense, as they're both not in the landmass of Australia in real life. For New Zealand, I guess they'd base the location on the Southern Alps, which has some great tarmac driving roads, such as I think it's Lindis Pass or Lindy Pass. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Look it up on Google though. But they're nice, narrow, windy, plenty of elevation change in the roads, which I think a few people would definitely be pleased to hear, such as loads of people want for Gymkhana, for example. Tasmania, I'm not that knowledgeable about it, to be honest, but I do sort of doubt these two ideas, as neither Horizon 2 or Horizon 3's expansions so far are based on a real location. However, it could change, it could change, and if it did, I think these are the most two likely locations to be considered. Though I think that the chance is smaller than that of the Hooligan or Gymkhana expansion. Aside from those two ideas, though, there are plenty of great ideas that could be for an expansion. However, they're less likely to be more than them two that I've just mentioned there. I've seen a lot of ideas sent to me, like drift expansions, drag tracks, high life, and houses and convertibles, motorbikes, monster trucks, all that stuff. They can do anything, really, can't they? But I do think that the expansion will add a new landmass, not attached to the original map, just like Blizzard Mountain. But this seems the standard for Forza games now. We saw in Forza Motorsport 6 we got 2 expansions. Both added a new track. Now we get Blizzard Mountain in Horizon 3, and it's probably fair that the next expansion will add a new landmass of sorts. Apart from that, all we know about the second expansion is that it is coming, and we're getting news about it this month. I think we'll get a teaser maybe next week or the week after that, with a release in May. So that's my information for you today, guys. That's my personal opinions of what could be in Horizon 3 with a spec and expansion, for a Fast and Furious one, a rally expansion, Hoonicorn / Gymkhana style, or the new map expansions for New Zealand or Tasmania. So what do you guys think about my predictions, guys? Let me know down there in the comments below whether you agree or whether you disagree with them, and let me know why you have agreed or disagreed with me down there in the comments below. Also, guys, leave a comment on what you think will be the next expansion coming to Forza Horizon 3, and what kind of things they could implement into it to make it an absolute boss of an expansion. But anyway, guys, that's it for me in today's video. I did hope you enjoy it, and if you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you over in my next video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye-bye.